There are times when someone reaches out to us with more than curiosity. They come with conviction, not dipping their toes, not testing the waters, but fully committed to a vision that isn't chasing trends, it's shaping legacy. And when that happens, it's electric. There's something powerful about reaching into a world of story, of history, and depth, and choosing to let it speak through your space, to live in it, to be surrounded by it. That's more than design, that's intention. That's a room that speaks for you. I truly believe this. Change your surroundings and you'll start to feel the shift within yourself. If you're a returning subscriber, hit the thumbs up. If you're new here, hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be a subscriber. Remember that if you would like our help in designing your room, you can have that help by clicking the link in the description below. Ricardo came to us with a clear mission: redesign the entry area and the living room of his new home completely. Not a refresh, a transformation. The paint that he started with was that all too familiar, lifeless gray that we've seen in too many spaces. The floors, well, those are likely untouched since the home was built, but oddly enough, that worked in our favor, and you'll see why soon. What Ricardo emphasized most was this: he wanted both spaces to be inspired by the Peaky Blinders. He's watched the series more times than he can count, often letting it play in the background. I can't blame him. I've done the same. It's a fantastic show. And if you haven't seen Mobland yet, go ahead and add that to your list. Now, for those unfamiliar, Peaky Blinders takes place in Birmingham, England, beginning in 1919, just after World War I. It follows the Shelby family as they claw their way to power amidst post-war chaos and rising social unrest. As the family's influence grows, so does the opulence of their surroundings, and that's what we leaned into. We drew from the styles spanning from 1919 to the early 1930s, blending the industrial grit of a recovering world with the tailored richness of early 20th century aristocracy. Imagine a family building generational wealth from the ashes of war. That's the spirit we aim to capture. The Shelbys are sharp, they're controlled, stylish on the surface, but certainly volatile underneath. That same energy guided our design approach. Ricardo, however, brings more of the contemplative gentleman to the table. He loves reading, nature, and the occasional cigar. So we let intellect take the lead over brute force. The entry room is where everything begins. It's a gentle prelude. This room, often called a Florida room, was the personal sanctuary that we crafted, a place to read, to think, to recharge. We painted the walls this rich heritage-inspired green, which extended beautifully across the cinder block foundation. We then added window trim stained to complement the existing ceiling wood. If you're painting rather than staining, a shade like Umber by Sherwin-Williams can create a similar warmth. In traditional gentlemen's clubs, wood is everywhere. It's in the walls, it's the ceiling, it's the floors. It's not just the material, it's also the detail. Ornate carvings, layered moldings, and rich finishes give that wood its presence. In modern homes, we're often dealing with drywall, so the trick is in the trim. Stained wood crown molding, baseboards, and wood casings can instantly elevate that room's character. Every piece of furniture in this space was kept to one side. Nothing blocks your entry, and that was intentional. You want the room to greet you, not crowd you. Think of it like a cinematic slow open, one that builds anticipation as you move closer toward that main act. The layout is simple: a leather chair, a bookcase, and a writing desk, but the positioning is what makes it poetic. Each element plays its part in a larger visual story. The star, well, that's that Rococo Revival writing chair. Inspired by the Louis XV era, it features cabriole legs, intricate carvings, a rounded back, and a supple leather upholstery to it, perfect for a study that's like this. It whispers of refinement without screaming for attention. Now, picking the right colors for your space can feel confusing, but we made it simple. We created a free guide of 10 masculine color palettes that always look great, so you don't have to worry about making the wrong choice. These color combinations work with any room in making it feel stylish, sophisticated, and well-designed. Just click the link in the description below, download your free guide, and start upgrading your space. Stepping into the living room, you'll feel the mood shift. There's a cinematic quality here, like you've entered into a Stephen Knight or a Guy Ritchie film. I was beyond pleased with how this turned out. It's refined, but far from predictable. My bet, you could visit 1,000 homes and not see one like this. Let's break it down. We started with the light fixtures. The ceiling mount and the floor lamp both feature dome shapes in antique brass. It shows relation between the two and gives us that industrial edge without going full factory floor. The finish antique brass is key here. It adds warmth and patina that modern brass just can't match. The coffee table is a proper nod to the English tradition. Carved wood, strong lines, clear craftsmanship. These tables are often masterpieces in themselves. Not flashy, but they hold their ground in a room like this. And then there's that green leather Chesterfield sofa. What a moment. That piece anchors the entire space. Deep-seated, tufted, top grain Italian leather with nailhead trim and rolled arms. It's every bit the statement it needs to be. And as I have often advised, if something in your space is going to make a statement, give it the budget to do so. Skip the fake stuff and let it be the real deal. That brown leather armchair, well, it echoes the reading chair from the entry, creating a subtle rhythm across the two rooms. But here's an important note. The Chesterfield, the armchair, and the coffee table all come from different eras. And that's the point. This isn't a showroom. It's a home that's been layered with taste, like one passed down through the generations. The Chesterfield is aristocratic, mid-1800s. The club chair style gained popularity between the world wars. And the table, well, that's the Baroque meets Georgian style, and that's taking place in the 17th century elegance. Blended, not matched. That's how you get soul in a room. One of Ricardo's best requests was the inclusion of red brick. It made perfect sense. Not only is it a callback to the show's post-war setting, but as a visual counterpoint to that deep green paneling that we used. It gave the space that aged, grounded charm. Green and red can be absolutely striking together when done right, but most fall into the trap of making their room look like they're celebrating Christmas year-round. We approached it through the inclusion of a Persian rug with a ruby red base, balanced by earthy hues of beige, brown, and burnt orange. These hues exist in other parts of the room already, and that spread of color tied everything together. The rug didn't dominate, it conversed with the rest of the space. Ricardo is also a fan of the movie 300. While not a core theme, it was on his nice-to-have list. We found two pieces that worked beautifully: a bronze Spartan statue and an antique brass helmet. They fit the palette, the story, and the space without feeling forced. Small details, but memorable ones. Though newly designed, the home doesn't feel new. The millwork proportions, the wood tones, the artifacts of taste, they trick the eye into believing you've stepped into a historic estate. And when you feel that, when a modern space begins to carry the weight of legacy, that's when you know the job is done. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. If you feel like sticking around a while, feel free to subscribe. See you on the next one.